And hello there, and welcome to another episode of 20 Sides of Failure playing Curse of Strahd. I am your DM, and here are my wonderful, beautiful players. Free for all, go first, go!
Hello there, I am Dusky P. I'm playing Jack with his left-hand mechanical man, King, and I am ready to hopefully protect and stop a coup.
Free for all, go!
Hello everybody, it is your friendly neighborhood Ness here, and I play the Furbolg Druid, Sonder Elwood, who is still very undecided on which is the best course of action morally, but if it helps Irina, it's good enough for him.
Free for all, go!
Hi guys, I'm Mythical, and I play Saya Sabra, and I'm just ready to say, let's fucking go! Let's start a fucking riot!
Fire amongst yourselves.
Hi everyone, I'm English Ray. Hi everyone, I'm English Ray. I play the human cleric, Queenie. Let's go a coup, folks!
And last but not least.
Hello. I'm Nurin Nightingale. Yup. I'm Nurin Nightingale, and I will be playing Aurora Rose. Let's coup a coup and get some Cocoa Puffs.
A beautiful time. Doing a quick recap for last session, the party gathered together in the Blue Water Inn to decide what they were going to do about an invitation given to them by the Lady Watcher. Lady Watcher is part of this council that is planning on starting an uprising, starting a coup, wanting to dethrone, I guess is the best way of putting it. Usurp, that's a good word. She wants to usurp the Burgomaster. Up until that point, none of the party had actually met him, or if they had, it was very briefly. So, in different groups, taking in turns, they decided to scope him out a little bit. A death later and rebuffed sexual advances, the party gathered together to cast a vote. What were they going to do? What were they going to decide that their plan of action for the future was? And going with the popular vote, the majority vote, you decided that you were going to stay in Vallaki overnight, do whatever you were going to do in the morning, and then do your bestest to stop this coup from happening. We're going to go straight into it. You all are there, sleeping through the night. I will give you the opportunity now, because I'm aware that we ended on a rather abrupt note last session. If there is anything that anyone wants to do during the night, I'm aware that because of biologies, some people don't sleep as long as others. So if there's anything that anyone wants to do, now is the time to say it. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
It's technically not during the night, it's as soon as I wake up. Because of how this ability is worded. As soon as I finish a long rest, I have to decide basically whether a suit of armor or a weapon gets a +1.
Mm-hmm.
So when I wake up, I will be choosing my armor.
Alright then, +1 for the armor. So from the sounds of it, no one is doing anything during the night?
Before falling asleep, Aurora would be praying to Suni. She'd also do it like when she wakes up while she's like getting dressed.
Mm-hmm.
Sayo slept in our room, right?
No, I think she slept in her own room.
Yeah, nobody took us up on that offer.
Okay. Then I'm misremembering.
I will say, before Saya, like, starts to trance, and maybe even after she trances, because she's only, like, needs 4 hours, I'm gonna have her kind of experiment with, like, moving through furniture and the walls and with items and stuff like that. Kind of playing around with it.
Yeah, picking. I guess the best way of putting it is like a safe wall. After some experimentation, you find that you can walk through walls holding objects. You just need to hold them for long enough first. You can't just pick it up and walk through. You actually have to sit with it for a little bit before you can move through walls with it.
Gotcha.
For the preciseness of mechanics, you need to hold it for a minute.
Okay.
But you did find a couple of loopholes around it, in the sense that, well, you're always carrying your bag. So if you put something inside your bag...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's only if you are holding it directly in your hand that then that becomes an issue.
Right, okay. I like it.
I like it a lot. Now, I remember people saying that they wanted to be up at dawn. Which is completely fair and fine. Something that you can definitely do. It's just a question of who is waking up that early. And why are you waking up that early?
I think, Cracky. Sorry, the music just went on. I think it was Aurora and Queenie, and I think it's because they were supposed to play, like, the Sunite role to basically try to be around Strasny.
Yep, so we can try and go warn him at this point.
Okay. So, are you the... Well, I'll put it to the rest of the group. Are they the only two that's waking up at dawn to do this?
To do that, yes, but Jack would also be waking up that early.
Okay. So then, what are you doing, Jack?
Jack is more just going to be going over his own stuff, making sure everything's in line, making sure he has everything, as well as making sure if the inn owners are not awake, he's going to prepare breakfast for everyone.
The inn owners are not awake, no. But the kitchen is unlocked, so you have technical free reign?
Yeah, he's going to prepare breakfast for everyone, including the inn owners. Make sure everyone's going to be well fed for the morning.
Mm-hmm. As you're leaving Aurora and Queenie, Irina comes and finds the two of you and hands you a rolled up bit of parchment.
What's this?
If I remember correctly, there's going to be a man stood on the corner waiting for a letter.
Ah, yes.
I think it'd be a bit suspicious if you didn't have anything.
True enough. Thank you.
It's nothing, nothing poetic, it's just saying that we're not participating in the coup.
Thank goodness one of us wrote it.
But, stay safe out there.
We'll do our best.
Okay then, so we have Jack preparing breakfast, which was given to the two as before they left. We have Saya practicing their newfound movement abilities. What is Sonder doing?
Sonder is taking the fattest nap of his entire life. He is, sleeping as much as he possibly can, and will be the last one to actually, like, wake up and get up and move around because, man's almost died. So he needs a little bit of shut-eye.
Fair enough. In that case then, because Irina is awake, she wasn't early enough to help you, Jack, with breakfast, but she at the very least will take a plate very happily and gratefully.
30, 40 minutes. Oh god, I'm sorry. Ellie, you're cutting out really bad. Or maybe it's me and other people are talking and I can't
Ellie's
hear it.
cutting out
but
for me really bad, too.
Rip. Okay.
I think it's my internet.
Heard you there.
Fair enough. I think it's my internet just because, for me, everyone is breaking up, but there's also nothing I can turn off to make it better. So you'll just have to keep poking me if you misunderstand me. We're doing great.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
So
We got this.
which bit didn't you understand?
I didn't hear, like, anything that you said. So, like, I stopped talking, being like, oh, he'll probably, like, wake up, like, 30, 40 minutes before we have to head out. And I didn't hear, like, anything after that.
All I said was Irina goes down and thankfully takes a plate of breakfast from Jack. So you didn't miss out on anything groundbreaking.
Oh!
Irina gets breakfast.
Nom 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 nom.
That's literally all I said. Okay. Squad of ladies heading to Strahd.
Yes.
Where are you going to find him?
Center of town. That's where that's where they said that he was gonna start his round. Center of town.
Okay. Yeah. You head there first, and overnight, new decorations have been hung up. There is new garlands hanging, new flowers have been put into boxes on every house. There is, at the very least, 2 or 3 pillars that have been wrapped up in coloured cloth. Since the last time you were here, a lot of decoration has been hung up in preparation for today. Make a perception check for me.
Both of us.
Sure?
Yep, separately.
Unless someone's aiding someone.
Oof.
I'm just gonna roll. Oh, Christ.
Okay. While none of you see Strahd, you do see guards. So some of the town guard and the militia are already up and about patrolling.
We could ask them.
I was just about to suggest that. Shall we then?
I'll follow your lead.
Alright. Aurora's going to approach the nearest guard. Excuse me. We were wondering where to find Strahd.
If I remember correctly, he's making sure that the procession route is clear of any mischief. He will.
Procession.
As part of the beginning of the festival, there's going to be a procession throughout the entire town. So he's making sure that the route is clear. If you, he headed east and is going to loop back around, so you can wait here if you want, and he will return, or if you want to desperately seek him out, he headed east to the stockyard.
Alright, I believe, my friend and I here were very, very eager to make his acquaintance, so I think following him would be more in our best interest right now. Thank you.
Keep your eyes open today.
Kind of just raises an eyebrow at you, Queenie. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You as well?
Big smile. Have a great day! And just links arm and just walks off.
Hopefully he'll be alone along this route. As in, no unwanted visitors or civilians on their way to get ready.
Yeah, but we don't know if she's also sent out spies. We need to be...
That's what I'm worried about.
I will say, as you leave the town square, because technically, although it is the town square, it's shaped more in a triangle shape. So there's 3 corners where paths branch off and away from the central point, which is the stone fountain. You select the path that technically leads you back to the main street. And speaking of spies or men, you see walking along the road heading in the direction of the inn, Larkin.
Is it Larkin or is it Larnak?
Oh, this probably is Larnak, and I've forgotten his name. Carry on.
No, I'm just making sure because I'm known for writing down names wrong in my notes. Is it Larkin or is it Larnak?
It is Larnak.
Okay.
The beauty of having so many bloody names. Yes, you see him. Aurora doesn't, though.
Okay, I see him. I call to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He
I'll
turns.
start walking to approach him.
He turns, sees you. There's a smile on his face as he sees you coming towards him, and he meets you part way. It's not until you get that little bit closer that you can see the nuance in the smile. It's not disingenuous, like he seems to be very happy to see you, but there's a little bit of a smirk to it, a little bit of a sneer. you get very much Azazel vibes off this man. Like, he's just a born-again asshole.
Okay, so there's no need for me to insight him to figure out why he's giving me that look.
I mean, you can do if you want.
We'll try it. Get all the crap he rolls out the way with. That's a 13.
We'll roll that privately. Yeah, no, like, you can see that there's a bit of a sneer to it, but you don't understand why.
Okay. This is for the Lady Watcher.
It seems that we accidentally
hand
missed
him
each
the-
other. He happily takes it with a smile. He says, "Oh, it seems that we were just about to miss each other."
Good job we didn't.
I will make sure this gets delivered immediately. Have a good morning.
You do.
And with that, he technically walks past you, but then up one of the alleyways that heads north.
As soon as he is out of eyesight, I run back to Aurora. Okay, now we're on a time crunch. We need to find him.
Well, then I guess we better pick up the pace.
Fix the pace. Clink, 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 clink of arm.
It's definitely a sight seeing you in your full armor.
Yeah, I think it's chainmail, if I remember correctly.
Just running through the street.
It is chainmail. Chainmail, shield on the back,
Yeah, same for
on the
Aurora.
side.
Fair enough. I'd say that you get to about the eastern gate. On the very far side of town, past the stockyards, past any kind of notable civilization, and you see Strahd going, like, almost zigzagging through back alleys of, like, the residential part of the outside of town.
Okay.
I would like both of you to do an insight check for me.
Each, we can't aid the other.
No, this is each.
Never mind. Oh, yay! 25!
Oh, nice.
Okay. Aurora, he seems to be just trying to get his job done as quickly as possible. Which is fair enough. If he has the entire town to cover before the procession starts, you'd understand why he's moving at a bit of a frantic pace. Queenie. Yes, he is trying to be as quick as possible, but this is the posture, stature, and gait of a man who is already in a foul mood. He is he's slamming things down with more force than intended. He is stomping in his gait. He's trying to hide it. He's trying to keep his inner emotions just that, inner. But you can see he is already a couple of straws away from the breaking of the camel's back.
Okay.
So you need to be cautious with what you do right now.
I say this to Aurora, like this guy is close to the breaking point right now. Whatever we say, it's gotta be done in the right way. He's already pissed. They're not drunk pissed, but like angry, pissed.
I got that.
So now it's a thing of how are we going to approach this?
Best I had originally intended was feminine charms.
I don't think that's gonna work on this guy.
In this current mood, I would agree, but calm and straightforward.
I think that's probably gonna be our best. Be professional and just let him know.
Agreed.
So, deep breath, shoulders back, walking with purpose, going over to Strasny.
Okay.
What's his title again? Because I feel like they told us his title.
They've told you multiple things, but the one that's probably the most appropriate in this moment is Head of the Guard.
I have to refer to him as head of the guard.
Oh no, like he hasn't been given, like he doesn't have a title like Commander or anything like that. He is
Or
just
captain or
Strasny.
anything.
Yeah, well, Captain is probably the closest. But no, he's just Strasny.
Okay. I walk over to him with authority and with confidence. Strasny.
He looks up and does see you, but he doesn't stop walking. He continues what you're assuming will be the procession route.
I see you're a busy man. I'm not going to take much of your time. I'm going to walk and talk with you. Sir, I regret to inform you there is going to be a coup. There is going to be an attempt on your life today, and also a coup involving the Burgomaster.
Roll a persuasion
Myself and a
check.
few others. Oh,
You're trying to persuade
Can I
him to
help with
listen to you.
this?
What are you doing to help with this? Because right now, all you've done is be silent while Queenie's talking.
True. For one thing, nodding along. What she says is true. We tried to come warn you last night, and gosh, brain is blinking.
we were just come to warn you last night. Tuesday nights, bottle of wine.
Yeah.
You didn't want to see us.
Sure. Queenie, roll with advantage.
Oh, 22! That's
We-
what
Hot
I'm saying.
damn with that advantage. Oh my god.
Thank you,
We will
Nat.
take that. So, your words actually managed to stop him in his tracks. And while
No, keep walking. We gotta pretend like everything is normal.
without saying anything, he just nods and continues going. Why are you telling me this?
We're here to coup the coup. So we're here today to make sure nothing happens to you. And at midday, when the Burgomaster comes out and punishes other people for speaking up against the festivals, which, by the way, tad bit ridiculous having this many festivals, but to each their own, that's when they are gonna coup him and try to remove him as Burgomaster and replace him with a council of families with old blood ties to Barovia. We don't know other houses. We know one house, and that is the Watcher House.
You seem almost bristle at the name. The old hag has been trying to push her way into that manor for years.
The wonderful thing about us, which is the reason why we can be of use to you, is that she does not know Our strengths or our weaknesses? There are 6 of us in our group. Both myself and my friend here are very skilled fighters. We're also both pretty good in the healing as well, which is why we're here this morning. We have got 4 others who will also aid us in this and with you. Right now, we need to make sure that you stay alive today and make sure nothing happens to the Burgomaster at midday. We have divided our forces. I believe the others in our party are going to be looking out for the Burgomaster, but today we are your guards.
You can see him weighing up what you're telling him. He believes you. This isn't a question of belief. It's now a question of pride and ego.
Does she see that? Or is that another insight roll?
I would say that based on the small things that you have heard about the Burgomaster, because you've not seen him in person and you weren't there as part of like that initial group of 3 with Azazel and Jack, you have no idea what the Burgomaster is like other than the things that you've heard. And you know that Strasny... Yeah, and Strasny, you know realistically nothing about him other than he's a bit sadistic and he has a lot of dolls of Irina.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's his kink and that's fine. I'm not gonna yuck someone's yum, even though their yum is very fucking disgusting, but okay. Putting that aside.
But you
This
can...
is what we've decided to do.
Yeah, he's silent for a bit as he processes what you've told him, because you've told him a lot. I'm going to have it so that more of the town guard is in the town centre. It means that they're closer if anything were to happen. You say that Lady Watcher is a part of a scheme.
She is part of a group that are calling themselves quote-unquote the Council. She said that she was basically their mouthpiece. All we know about them is that those families, or whoever is on the council, have old blood ties in Barovia.
She also warned that even if today is thwarted, that they will try again, so keep your eyes open after today.
We could have her taken in. Brought before the
only evidence
Burgomaster
you have
herself.
is words and circumstantial.
But it is better to stop something before it gets out of hand.
The issue is we don't know how big her forces are today.
And you want to bring the full force of that, with their leader, onto the town square?
I'm not saying that. All I know is what our group decided was keep you alive, stop the coup happening at midday.
Are you staying with me while I do my rounds?
Yes.
Alright. I will let you stay, but please be quiet. It needs to look like I am doing my job. And normally I wouldn't have people tagging with me.
Okay, well, do you want us to stick to the shadows or something, or pretend like we're tourists?
Well, the story that we gave last night was that we were somewhat enamored with you.
He raises an eyebrow and snorts at that, like physically intakes air through his nose and snorts. Tourist would be better story.
Okay.
And now that you're both closer to him, he is a very broad, tall, imposing figure. You can see why people would be scared of him just because of that. But now that you're within that 5 feet, you can get a better look at his right arm. The muscles in it are knotted and bulging. If you've ever seen like a hairless chimpanzee. Very
That is
pronounced. Oh, yeah, because I see these kind of pictures. Incredibly pronounced, incredibly fit, not an inch of like muscle fat on it. The veins bulge against the skin, creating like almost this corded rope look across the edge of his skin. While he has like a dark, like going into black skin tone, the arm is almost a violent purple, like a very intense bruise kind of colour. The hand is larger than it should be, in the sense of someone's put like a bare paw onto a human arm. And each of the fingers curl round into sharp, pointed talons. It almost
Is
looks
this
like
the
someone...
hand that can shoot fireballs?
You're assuming.
Okay.
It almost looks like someone has stitched a demon's arm onto a human man. And he seems to have taken to it well.
Okay. Just link arms with Aurora and say, oh, look at the decorations!
They actually did turn out quite nice. Only I actually had a
It's so pretty!
We'll have to find a way to dance later. Hopefully the music will be great. I'm looking forward to it.
And we say this kind of crap quite quietly, and also like following at a distance, Strahd.
Okay. I will go back to the inn. Only because I'm aware that there's now... They're going to be walking around town for a while. To the point where Queenie and Aurora are probably not going to get back until maybe 20 minutes before the procession is meant to start. So I will go back to the rest of the party and back at the Blue Water Inn. What is it that you're doing right now? Is Queenie and Aurora are gone for longer and longer, and there are no signs of them.
Thought he was ever going to die.
Today's a day
I'm
for
here by
death.
myself. Never mind.
I'm still asleep, so I don't know who you're talking to.
Whoever responded to me. Who responded to me?
Irina,
Azazel,
actually,
one more
probably.
time. What? Azazel, one more time. What did you say?
I told you they were going to die.
Do you have that little trust in your own teammates?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough.
Half my group's already dead. So.
Well, I know Queenie. Queenie's pretty smart.
Is she? Because, wait, hold on. Did Queenie vote with me or against me whenever I mentioned my last thing?
Technically against you, but she didn't vote for me as well, so... She was the one vote who voted to just wash our hands and just leave town.
Oh, okay, well, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I mean, you're not wrong. She didn't choose the wrong answer like the rest of you did. But, still. Please tell me you're not wanting to go after them.
I'm thinking we just steer course.
Good. Because if you want to go after them, I would call you an idiot. I mean, I would call you an idiot to begin with because of what you thought we should be doing in general, but...
Look, I know nobody likes this town, and nobody really likes anyone that, well, the strange that lives here, but let's give them a chance, okay?
Refresh my memory because it's been a foggy, time. What did we tell the... Was it the Great Mouth? Oh, whatever that lovely lady with Strahd was. What did we tell her? Did we tell her no? Did we tell her we were intervening?
I believe the group decision was that we do send him a letter to say no.
Did we do that?
Irina would perk up at that point and say, I made sure that a letter was written and given to Aurora and Queenie.
So we're expecting that they gave us.
All I put in the letter was a thank you for offering and thank you for your hospitality, but we will not be joining you. I kept it precise. I kept it vague enough where if she sees us in the crowd, we didn't say we were leaving, we just said that we weren't going to participate in this coup.
Yeah, but knowing them and who they're with, who we should be siding with, they're going to kind of assume some of us here are goody two-shoes and expect to do something. I say we preemptively protect ourselves a bit.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, we go there in person, tell them that we retroactive. No, actually, I retract my first thoughts. Never mind, continue.
As for right now, we just need to prepare. Get to the town center. If nobody else has any preparations, I don't see why we don't just head out now. No, Sandra's not awake yet. Well, it's supposed to happen midday, so we got the entire first half of this day.
Okay. Well, I'll be back.
Alright.
And I would like to leave.
Mm-hmm. Where are we leaving to, Amazing?
I would like to stealth away, because I don't want that asshole behind me to follow me. If I may.
Of course.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Okay. 21.
We can deal with a 21.
I would like to go... Yes, we can. Could I... Oh, do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm gonna go back to that lady's house.
Okay.
How far were they again? She wasn't far.
Oh, 20 minutes if that.
Yeah, so I can be there and back in plenty of time without people being nosy. So, yeah, I would like to go there. I'm just gonna knock on the door, the front door. Like, it's just like, you know, the milkman.
Yeah. The same valet opens the door to you.
Is the lady of the house in?
Unfortunately not, sir. The lady of the house left early this morning to make preparations.
Oh, preparations. Yes, where might those preparations be held?
Oh, they are not in the house, sir.
I assumed that. I wanted to know where they were being held.
Unfortunately, for the sake of secrecy, all I know is that they're not in the house.
Can I see if he's like, if there's any hints of he knows more?
Insight check.
You know, how many times can I use that feature before you say anything? I can only use that. Which, you have a number of these dice equal to twice your proficiency bonus. Twice my proficiency bonus. What is
So
my
you have
proficiency
4.
bonus? Oh, 4 times. Hold on. And this is... Hold on. And this is the thing where if I fail, I know I don't use it, right? Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna roll one of these and see if I succeed, I don't get it back. If it fails, I get it back.
I'm pretty sure I have to tell you if you fail.
If after I roll it, I can't choose before.
Oh, I thought it was
Hold
saying
on.
beforehand I tell you if you fail.
No, because that way, if you tell me if it's because if I hold on, let me read it. It's been a while. Sorry, guys.
Because that's what I've been doing. I've been telling you if you've been failing.
I thought you've been doing it after I roll.
It is if you fail an ability check, you can then choose to use that.
Oh, well then tell me if I fail.
You didn't fail.
You right. I'm sorry. It's a day. I did not. Oh, well, I don't need to use it. Okay.
Yeah. So you can tell that this valet is choosing his words incredibly carefully. So he's saying things like, "It's not in the house." It's like, oh, okay, so it's not within the first floor and the second floor of the house. So you can see that he's being very pedantic with what he's telling you. He's not lying, but it's that thing of, I'm choosing my words very carefully.
She's gonna want to hear what I have to say. If you could, miraculously find her, that may be helpful.
Persuasion check.
Persuasion check. Oh, give me 1 second. I have a monitor in my hand. Persuasion, where is it? Ooh! And I'm also proficient in this, so...
Okay.
Natural 20 for 25.
Yes. He looks to you with a raised eye look, not what's the word I'm looking for? Like, there's a little bit of shock and surprise as your words sink in. He goes, yes, of course, sir. And he opens the door further and allows you in.
I will walk in.
He
Thank you.
takes you through to the same dining room, living room that you were in last night. If you will wait here, I will fetch the lady and we'll see if we can't bring her to you.
Thank you.
And
Whenever he leaves, I'm just going to follow him.
yeah?
And if I can, I want to try to do it slightly. Like, I'm going to stealth, but if he sees me, I want to try to nonchalant it. Like, oh, I thought I was following, but obviously I'm trying.
Okay, stealth check.
Also, just because I haven't been here, have I had a long rest?
Yes.
Okay, I have had a long rest, and do I get my -5 maximum hit points back?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that.
It's all good.
There's long rest. Okay, I get all my stuff back. Okay, stealth. Ooh, I'm gonna use a little. What? I'm gonna use a lucky point.
Okay.
Fuck off!
I can tell you that you failed.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh, alright, I'm gonna use my thing, I'm gonna use the D6. Add to it, and hope for the best. Oh my gosh!
Because you still would fail, you keep the dice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So realistically, he would feel your presence as he leaves you to enter into the kitchen.
Yeah.
And he turns to look at you and just like, can I help you in any way, sir?
Yes, I'm coming with.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I was leaving you in that room so that I could fetch the lady. You're not meant to follow.
I know. I understand that, but why make the lady take more steps than she should? I feel like I should be the one doing the heavy labor of walking to her. That's the only respectable thing to do.
But she would rather you
As a gentleman.
It's less of you being a gentleman and knowing where the lady would want you to wait for her. So if you could please return to the dining room.
Oh, very well. You know the lady more than I. I'll go back.
And he carries on through the kitchen without you.
Damn it.
You have been left with free reign of the house, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be that guy. I want to go through for trash.
Okay then, so where are we going? What are you doing?
I'm looking for any type of letters.
In this room, it's just a dining table and then a couple of sofas and an open fireplace. So there isn't really anything to rummage through.
Is there like a reading room, a library, the kitchen? Like, I'm just gonna start going through the trash as quietly and quickly as possible.
Okay, so you can go into the kitchen if you like. You know where that is. You haven't seen a library, but then you also haven't been upstairs.
Oh, yeah, how far he is. You know, this is my no. I'll do the kitchen quick. I doubt it's gonna be there, but I'll just do that one real quick, and then I'll move on to upstairs.
Okay, investigation.
Investigation, innovation, invitation. Ooh, okay, I could wish that happened sooner. 17.
So there are multiple doors that come off of the kitchen. One leading to a small pantry and one leading to more of a storage room. with again more doors coming off of that. The kitchen itself seems to be abandoned for the day, but then it is still very early morning. The cook probably isn't coming down to prepare breakfast yet.
Okay. And the trash?
Apparently cleaned out the morning before. There is nothing here.
Nothing. Okay. Upstairs, like.
Upstairs. So, immediately to your right, as you get to the top of the stairs, there is a doorway. There's another doorway to your left, and then there are 3, 4 other doors that you can see if you switch back on yourself and walk down the landing.
I want to quickly open the doors and see if I find one that looks to be her bedroom.
That's fair enough. The one on your immediate right, as you come up the stairs, does open, but it opens up into a bedroom, but doesn't look like it's the master bedroom.
Yeah, moving on.
You hear snoring from the bed, so you try to be a little bit more discreet as you walk away.
Mm-hmm.
The door that was to your immediate left are locked. So without trying to pick the lock, you can't go in. And then...
Can I look through the keyhole?
Sure, make a perception check looking through the keyhole.
Perception check. Peeping Tom. There it is. Loveliness. That was a 23.
So the thing that you can see is bookshelves. Not necessarily books, but bookshelves. There's other furniture cluttered around, blocking your view.
Okay.
You can also see quite a few plush pillows where cats are lying about and sleeping.
Oh, immediately picking this door.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
With that, nope. The door, that is a failure. The door does not unlock.
I'm going to spend more time. I'm obviously making noise and bending my tool, but may I make another attempt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will do just that. There's a reason why I want a cat. That's better. 17.
Okay. So, opening up the door. This room is crawling with cats. Bookshelves hug the walls, but most of the shelves are bare. Other furnishings, such as a desk, a chair, a table, and a wine cabinet. The room has an irregular shape, and none of its angles seem quite right, as though the shifting of the house has set the whole place on edge. What is your passive perception? It's a 14.
Si, señorita.
One of the cats has a small key hanging from their collar.
Oh, my. What's the cat look like?
In fairness, all of the cats look well cared for. This one specifically looks like those pug-faced, white, long-haired Persian cats.
Oh, fucking course it is. Okay. Does it have a collar? Like, I know it has it hanging around its neck, but does it have a collar with, like, a name?
You getting close enough to see?
Oh, yeah. What's up, girl? What's up, beautiful?
So, looking down at the collar...
It's definitely a druid.
It has the nameplate that says Mishka.
No, it fucking doesn't. Sorry. Another game. Strahd up nightmare. Okay. Mishka? Live interaction with that, but I have no idea. But Mishka? I'm gonna. Like, you are so cute. I bet your mama would love to see you. Can I take you to your mama? And I'm gonna kind of make my way over to it and attempt. I want to hold the cat. Fuck the key.
Fuck the key. We're holding the cat. Fair enough.
Yes. Every day. For now. The key's next, but yes.
So as you approach, you hear that low, rumbling growl of like a warning from a cat.
Mm.
Do you still pick?
Quickly looking around? Is there, by perhaps, the devil's lettuce for kitty cats?
Not that you can see.
No. What kind of owner is this? I have some on me. I don't. I would be hilarious if I did. I'm making a character that carries catnip. Yeah, fuck it. That cat wants me. Those are love sounds.
Okay, then. You pick up the cat.
That's definitely a druid.
And they get a natural 20 on the swipe.
Ah, yes.
So you take, because technically, what is the damage of a thing? You take 2 points of slashing damage.
Yes, I do, and it is worth it.
As you are now holding Mishka, and they are wrestling in your grip and making a lot of noise.
That's fine. I would like to. No, I'm not doing that. That's gonna spoil my plan. I'm gonna hold Mishka a little bit tighter, and like I'm going to. Someone walks in on this. I'm gonna hold Mishka a little tighter. I'm gonna wait till the back of their neck's facing me, and I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna bite the back of their neck and like pull up on their scruff to like I am your mother, bitch.
Make an animal handling check with disadvantage for this.
Disadvantage? I am a cat man, thank you.
And this is not a human cat.
I know, it's a fucking druid, I know. I know what it is, but there's the animal handling. Yes, that is what I wanted, a 6!
There we go.
Guys, it's all coming together, I'm telling you right now. It's all going as planned.
This cat does not like you at all, and you get the impression that if you keep holding it, it's going to keep lashing out at you.
Another cat?
There are 8 cats in this room.
I'm going for another cat. I'm not even gonna go for the key. That is... Ooh, but the thief in me wants it. Oh, hold on. Question for you. And you can tell me no, because I don't have this in my inventory sheet. But would you say that, like, I have, like, a random key to something? Like, in my thieves tool, like, it was a random, like, key that I found or anything like that? You can tell me no.
I mean, you could say that, because technically you have a house in Barovia Village, so you could have the front door key to your house.
Oh, I don't need that. Okay, cool. Is it anywhere similar to the key on the neck?
I mean, standard, like, wrought iron key. The teeth are a bit different, but you're not going to realise that until you're trying to put it in a lock.
Lovely! I'm ripping that... Ooh, it's not a real key. I don't care. I'm taking the key, and then I'm going to take it off the string. I'm going to put mine on there, and then put it back on Mishka. Mishka's going to love it!
Because enough time has passed, Mishka's going to go for another swipe.
Do it!
That is a 9, though, so that's not going to hit.
Mishka, I'm disappointed in you.
Oh, you now have a key.
And I'm going to take off the string, and I'm going to tie my key to the string and put that around the cat.
Mm-hmm.
And then is there an old family photo around?
No.
Small one.
Most of the walls here are covered in shelving.
Okay. Is there anything that looks like it picks the key?
Make an investigation check.
I will, and I shall succeed in this. Not shenanigans. This is very, very high-tech D&D, guys. You have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a plan to this method of my madness, but it's going differently than I wanted.
I mean, fair. Some of these bookcases have warped with the room in the sense that you saw it from the outside. The roof has morphed and the roof has brought the walls in with it. And from the looks of it, it's also brought these bookshelves into line and into space. But not all of them appear...
I'm really concerned.
Yeah, or not all of them appear to be just bookcases.
In what sense?
Go poking.
Okay, I'm going poking. The DM has spoken. I'm poking.
Along the southern wall, you remember actually from the first time that you came here that you saw a window where this southern wall would be, but you don't see a room.
Oh, hey, see, guys, me being fucking nosy beforehand is helping me out. Curiosity never killed the cat, ever.
Of course not.
Okay, I'm gonna go fucking around with that bookcase and see if I see any leather or key slot.
And I would say with the 14 that you've got, you're able to figure out that a certain set of shelves is something that you can move to the side.
Okay.
It actually pulls outward to you.
I don't need the key?
No?
Just gotta work on her security. I want to double check no one's watching me right now.
Sure. Perception check.
Does he know who that is? That dick face. That's who's gonna be watching me right now. Oh, damn it. Alright, 9.
As far as you can tell, the only people watching you are the cats.
Yeah. Well, as soon as I find that door and I open it, I'm gonna pick up a cat that looks like it want to be picked up, and one that's gonna love me because my self-esteem's a little hurt.
None of them. As you pick up a different cat and it immediately goes to swipe you.
This is what love, damn it!
A 10, I'm assuming, doesn't hit. No, it doesn't.
No, 10 does not hit. It only
Claws catching the
hurts my
material of your
heart.
shirt.
Why don't you love me? Alright, I'll walk into that room I found.
Yeah. Behind the hinged panel in the bookcase lies a dusty 10-foot square room with a curtained window and shelves lining 3 walls. On the bottom shelf rests an iron chest. The other shelves are bare.
Okay, wait, hold on. There's an iron shelf?
There's an iron chest.
Oh, does the key look like it goes into the chest?
It looks like it could.
I test this theory.
Yeah? Key goes in the lock.
Oh, and I twist.
Mm-hmm.
With such expertise.
Oh yes, the twisting motion of a wrist.
Yes, you have no idea the finesse fuck takes.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready to make some notes?
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, hold on. I'm coming back to my desk. Let me open Word document.
So, there are multiple things inside this chest.
I also really apologize for audio.
Yeah,
Give
you're
it to me.
fine.
Give it to me.
So there is a silk bag.
See?
Another leather bag.
Mas?
a wooden pipe, like a smoking pipe.
Oh, I was going dirty. Okay, Mas.
Scrolls. 5 scrolls.
Uno más.
There is a leather case containing what looks to be an unbound manuscript.
Okay.
And then there is another book bound in black leather, and as you look at the title on the spine, it's called The Grimoire of the Four Quarters.
Oh, the 4 what?
Quarters.
Like the currency, quarters?
Yeah. Except thinking more like the fraction.
Let's see. Anything else?
And then what looks to be a very old letter, like the envelope that the paper is encased in, is frailer.
Okay. Anything else in here?
That is everything in the chest.
Okay, in this order, I want to look at the old letter, see who it's from and who it's addressed by. That's the biggest thing I want to check.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to look in the front and the back page of the Grimoire of the Four Quarters for a list of names. That's the first 2 things I want to do.
Okay. So, taking the old letter out of its envelope, it is addressed to Lady Lavina Watcher.
How do you spell that last one?
Lavina, Lovina.
Lady Lavina?
Watcher, yes. From a Lord
Watcher.
Vasily von Holtz.
Vasily... dyslexia. Vasily... what?
Von Holtz.
Von... oh. Okay.
The letter from von Holtz is thanking Lavina for her hospitality, loyalty, and friendship over the years. It's basically a thing of like, oh, thank you so much, Lavina.
Do I know a Vasily Van Holt?
You have heard that name before. Vasily van Holtz is the nobleman that the coffin maker said, oh, they'll give him a load of money if he houses the vampires.
Say that again, I'm sorry?
The coffin maker, where everyone
Yeah.
died, before he died, he told you that a Lord Vasily von Holtz is the one that paid him to house the vampires, and promised a lot of
that's
work in
right.
the future.
Okay. Okay.
And then one thing that you would know, normally I'd drag you off to the Whisper Room, but I'm aware of your setup right now, is that the handwriting is one that you recognize.
Hey, who they're from?
Vasily von Holtz is a pseudonym. This letter is from Strahd.
Fucking knew it. Okay.
At least a little proof to what Irina was saying last night, that the Watchers have always been in Strahd's pocket.
Wow, we should have been teaming up with them. Alright, letter, the book bound in black leather. The Grimoire.
No names in the front or
Gilmore
back.
Girls. Fuck. Okay, screw that. All right. That's unbound. Wait, it's unbound, so that means it's opened. What's the manuscript on?
The title is The Devil We Know, and it appears to have been written by Lady Watcher herself.
Is there a synopsis on the back?
There isn't, no. This is very much an unbound, self-done piece. Like, she hasn't taken this anywhere to make it into a book. It's still the raw manuscript.
Good. Leather bag, silk bag.
Coin purses.
Huh. What? How much? Estimate, because I'm not counting this shit.
No. There are more coins in the silk bag than the leather bag. Like, you can feel that just by weight.
Okay.
But without actually opening up the bags, you've no idea what's in there.
Let me pipe, I don't care. I'm gonna flip through the pages back in that grimoire. Anything that catches my eye that feels important.
Make an Arcana check for me.
Can we make it a stealth check?
No.
Instead. Game? Why so low?
Considering how...
I use a lot.
Go on then. Are you going to use a luck point?
No.
No.
No, I'm just talking. I'm sorry.
No,
Should I?
Yeah, that's up to you.
What do you mean it's up to me, DM?
Like, are you proficient in Arcana?
No.
Then that's up to you.
Okay, no, never mind. You scare me. No.
For something that looks like it does, and something that seems to be advertising itself as a book of great power, you're not really getting anything from it.
There's so much power in this. I'm gonna put it away. Alright, I'm not taking any of this. I'm just making notes on it all. I really want to put Mishka in the box. Oh, sorry. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Alright, I'm gonna close the whole thing up. I'm gonna lock it, and then I'm gonna look for Mishka.
Easy enough. She is back on her pillow.
Give me my motherfucking key back, bitch. And I won't touch you. Trade Z's, and I won't touch you.
Sleight of hand check to see if you can do this without touching her.
Sleight of hand. Ooh, 16?
Yeah, we'll say that you can.
Alright, you gotta put it back on her?
Yeah?
Beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna walk out the door. This was locked, right? Yes.
The one...
I'm gonna relock it.
This door was locked, yeah.
I'm gonna relock that shit.
Thieves' tools, then.
And... Oh, yeah, what, the lock, is it on the inside? I can't lock it and walk out?
No.
Okay.
You have to walk
That's
out
fair.
and then relock it.
Valid.
Which you do.
Okay. I'm gonna look over the stairwell, but can I see them looking for me?
You don't hear anything. You don't hear any movement.
I was in there for a decent amount of time. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Oh. Reginald! Hey, does he call back? I know his name's not Reginald, but that's what I call. Not loudly, just like down the stairs.
Mm-hmm. You don't hear anything from the staff, but your voice does seem to attract some attention, as the door to your right you begin to hear scratching, like, coming from the other side of the door. As if something is scratching at the door.
Like the door I came from?
No, the one that's now to your right. So further
Coming
down
through
the
the keyhole?
landing.
Is it like scratching like an animal or like a person's opening the door?
It sounds like something is scratching at the wood paneling of the door.
I'd like to look through the keyhole and see if I see anything.
So immediately, you begin to hear a female voice that's human that is meowing like a cat. And you hear,
Sexy.
"Can little kitty come out to play? Little kitty is sad and lonely and promises to be good this time. Really, she does."
What? Sorry. What did little kitty do last time? Not let them in locked in a room.
Okay, so this is some kinky shit that we did not sign up for.
I mean, I'm so far I've ran into 2 kinky things, and it keeps finding me.
Mummy got mad because little kitty peed in the corner.
Kill it with fire.
And why did kitty pee in the corner?
Because little kitty needed to pee.
Little kitty is right. Who owned little kitty?
There are red flags all over the situation.
Little kitty just wants to come out and play.
Little kitty needs to answer my questions.
You don't get much more out of them. But looking through the keyhole, what would you see? I'd say that you can see a bed frame. So there's an old style, like, 4-poster bed. You don't see any other furniture. But every now and again you see, like, this flash of white as some kind of material goes over the keyhole. So there is someone literally right there at the door.
Okay. I'm gonna leave. Don't fuck with people's kinks. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that, and Reginald hasn't come back. That tells me that my danger sense is popping up.
So the only
But do I listen?
The only other room that you haven't gone into, there's another one, again, directly to your left, like going further down the landing. And then there's one that your back is to right now.
Let's look through the keyhole, the one that my back's to.
From what you can see a bit of a fireplace, you can see a corner wardrobe, there's a little bit of furnishings. You would actually remember that this is the room that looked to be the master bedroom when you looked through the window the other day.
I'll go ahead and I'll let myself in.
You'll need a thieves' tools to try and unlock the door.
Not an issue.
That is an issue, as that doesn't succeed.
Alright, well, I wanted to see what the other door, the one I haven't looked through yet. Let's see what's the keyhole number that is.
So looking through the keyhole for that one, you can immediately see a bed. You can see, like, there's a wardrobe and a desk. Like, there's nothing major there. It looks to be like another, like, spare bedroom.
Okay. Can I listen out for the lady and the butler and see if they're coming yet?
Sure, perception check.
Perception, you say? Almost horrible, 21.
You can't hear anything.
Yep, danger sense. I'm gonna go to the front door.
Fair enough. You head back down. Are you going out of the front door, or are you just standing in the little, like, open entryway bit?
I'm going to open the door and, like, take one step out and just stand at the front door.
Okay.
Not closing. Or anything?
There's no one there. No one immediately comes to talk to you. No one comes to see why the door is open.
I'm gonna wait there for a little bit.
We'll say for the sake of time of you not hovering. Yeah. You are collected, and Lady Watcher does come up to find you, but you were waiting for a good 5-10 minutes.
Okay, so she was fairly distant. Okay. Alright. Lady Watcher, nice to see you again.
And good to see you. I was under the impression I would not be seeing you today. I'll call it a pleasant surprise.
Well, I'm glad it's a pleasant surprise. Thank you. That means a lot to me, believe it or not. I wanted to come. I felt like it was rude that the way we sent our news feed. I thought I should come in person. I would like to point out that I disagree with not assisting, and I personally like to apologize.
I appreciate the apology, but I also understand that when working in a democracy, there is always the minority or the chance of a minority vote.
Indeed, it is. I just felt as a gentleman I should verbally in front of you, face to face, apologize for that. And that if you should ever need help, you can come to me privately, and I would be more than considerate of assisting.
She gives a slow nod as she takes that in. Well, I appreciate the offering of your services. Are you planning on staying in town long?
That remains to be seen, again, being the minority of the group. I had personally... If I were to remain with the group entirely, I may be leaving, I may not, but it really depends on if I decide to stay with them. They are making some questionable decisions. So if I was to leave, I can always let you know if I am able, and if I am to stay, I'm sure you will be seeing me around. I did have one question, just out of pure curiosity, and you may elect to deny this information too. Are you still having us watched? Or monitored, I should say?
Well, as of this morning, Larnak delivered your letter, and then I had him work on other matters. So at this moment, no, you are not being watched or monitored.
Very trusting.
Well, I believe that we have a mutual understanding and a mutual acquaintance. And she gives you a smile at that.
DM, I'm making it, I'm at my computer, well, at least my laptop. Can we go to the whisper room? I believe there's some questioning eyes and ears around me at this moment in time.
Of course.
Thank you. We do, don't we? Does he say fond things of me?
I would not call it fond, considering you only had your first meeting the other night.
But he has spoke of me.
He thought it necessary to pass on certain information.
Oh, certain information. Oh, now you have me curious, madame.
That you were willing to negotiate. That you were willing to talk. That you were willing to potentially help.
Well, I'm glad he took my offer to heart.
Strahd is many things, but he is not stupid. If someone is willing to offer themselves willingly.
Well, with the company I keep, I wasn't sure if you would question it more.
Oh, trust me.
What type of security?
We all question it,
Good.
but, it remains to be seen.
Milady, what type of security do you keep for yourself?
I am seen at all times. I am with company at all times.
So are you already informed of where I was? Being of my character, it is unquestionable that being left alone, my curiosity would have gotten in the way, which is why I wanted to follow your fine butler, but he told me no.
And he was following my orders, as he should be.
Indeed. I hope there's no ill will towards me from that. You have to understand it's just my character. If I didn't do it, that in itself would be more in question.
If anything, I will go around the house now to see what damage you have done.
The damage has been done to me, as he kind of pulls down his shirt a little bit to show a kind of scratch. And mind you, I took nothing. My hands are free, front and back. Nothing up my sleeves.
You went through the first locked door that you found, and you found my cats.
Oh, well, honestly, I looked through the locked door first, through the keyhole, and saw cats, and I told them.
Well, Azazel, you are welcome at any point.
Yes, I am taking your time. There are people that you were speaking to in a meeting. I do apologize. Please apologize to them. Would I be happy to run into any of them anytime soon? Should I keep an eye out?
I think you will see them when the time comes, but I will offer you this. In the meeting place that we quite often attend, there is a passphrase to walk into the room safely. Let the dead remain at rest.
Should I know where this location is to be able to use this passphrase?
No, but in the future, should you feel it be necessary, it means that you can walk without guidance and be unharmed.
You are too kind, my lady. And I give a bow. But please, let me not take any more of your time. Enjoy your day. Good luck. Please, be safe.
Oh, I plan on it. I'm not a woman of the front line. Never have been.
Even when a general leads from behind, just because it hides its head does not mean it is incapable of being beheaded. So do protect yourself. There are eyes always watching, ears always listening, and people always doing really, really stupid things.
I can imagine.
But with that, good day. I will leave you in peace. And I'll turn and walk away.
Alright then.
I will jump back in chat, and I'm just going to come back to the tavern, and people can do what they will. I will go silent.
Mm-hmm. Alright then.
Hi.
Let's think about this. So, Saya, Jack, and Sonder. Sonder, you've woken up at this point. You're waiting
Okay, cool.
just for everyone's return now. Because Azazel's gone off on his merry way doing whatever he wishes to, and the two girls are not back yet. What is it you three are doing as you wait?
I would say Saya is with Sonder and Jack at this point.
Mm-hmm. Breakfast was lovingly prepared for you.
Sonder would probably just come down the stairs, his hair like an absolute mess, and his eyes still like half closed as he walks down, gets breakfast with a very, very like sleepy "thank you for the food," and just eats it on autopilot, and it takes him about like 10 to 15 minutes after that he actually wakes up. And he's just like, where is everybody else?
They went on a walk.
He kind of just like,
Not together, that I'm aware.
he shrugs his shoulders. I wouldn't recommend walking around here, but to each their own. As he kind of like grabs his bag and just starts kind of like brushing out his hair as he like sits on the floor, like crisscross applesauce, just kind of like combing his hair out. Assuming, because he doesn't want to get like hair all over the table and stuff. So he's just kind of like lovingly taking care of his hair.
I would say for Saya, she's at the table. She's got the food in front of her. She's not eating. She's like kind of turning the stuff, like she's playing with it, but she's half listening and she's half like deep in thought trying to figure something out. And she's fidgety. She's nervous. She's got a bad feeling about today. Knowing what is supposed to quote unquote happen.
Before we go ready and gallivanting on into town. Arena. Do you have a disguise of any sorts?
Other than pulling a cloak over my hair. No, not really. Although I guess me in a dress is very different to me in the full get-up, and she kind of like slams her knuckle into the breastplate that she's wearing.
Fair enough.
I have a player question, because I've never used this spell before.
Mm-hmm.
Can you cast Disguise Self on somebody else, or just yourself?
I believe it's just yourself.
Only on yourself.
Fuck.
The spells does state you can change your own appearance. It does not state other players.
Damn it. Does anyone
I
have
looked at that spell.
prestidigitation?
Nope.
There is a spell called Seeming, which changes everyone's, like, the way that they look, but that's like a 7th level spell.
Rip.
Can I ask the DM to be able to cast Seeming at least once?
No.
Done. Worth a shot. Fair enough.
I mean, I can always hide myself in a crowd. Stick to the more compacted areas. I don't need to be standing out in the open.
I just want to make sure, just in case if need be, we need to get you out of there. I'd say stick near King. King's pretty fast moving.
And you watch as, almost out of instinct, she goes to reach for King's hand to like give it a squeeze of like, okay, I'll stay with you. And then it's like, oh yeah, he's a robot. And then just kind
I
of
love her.
retracts the hand. I'll say
Trying to
that
think. I don't think I have anything to help, but let me look.
I was going to say, I'll give you the chance to select your spells now, but realistically, it should be the thing of you select them in the morning, and then that's what you've got for the day.
Oh, okay. So, oh, I see. Okay, cool. There's a little star next to it, being like, this is the one that I prepared. I see. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm so sorry.
No,
I've never
you're
played a
good.
spellcaster before.
It's all good. It's all a learning curve. But we'll say that Azazel would get back before the girls. But not by
I
much.
actually have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you opposed to wearing a helmet? Possibly one that would just to hide your face?
Oh, not at all if you have one.
I don't, but if there's a blacksmith in town, I could possibly grab one.
There's the potential, but again, with a festival, I don't know if they'll be open.
I'll be quick. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. That's actually a really good question.
Another very stupid question from me. Can you only prepare the spells that you have the spell slots for? So you can only prepare 4 spells?
Oh no. So it's your wisdom plus your level. That's how many spells you can prepare. But you can prepare like 7 level 1 spells and 2 level 2s. Like, it's completely up to you.
Gotcha. Okay, I see.
So if you really wanted to, you could prepare all level 2 spells. But then your level 1 spells are kind of useless.
Yeah. That doesn't seem like a very good plan.
Da-ba-da-da-da-da. Make an investigation check for me, Jack.
That'd be a 21.
Okay. With a 21, yeah, you managed to find the blacksmith. And they are specifically, it even has a little sign on the front of the door saying, like, not open for the festival, but you do see people walking around in the shop.
I'll just give a knock on the door.
A burly human woman comes up to the door and just gives you an up down. We're closed.
I fully understand. I understand you're closed, especially for the festival. I was just hoping to see if I could possibly buy a helmet. I'm willing to pay twice the amount for it.
A moment, like a bit of a quirked eyebrow. Yes. We don't really sell helmets in the sense of they are, like the guards are the ones that own helmets. I repair them. Let me see if I have any spares. And she kind of like wanders off into the back.
I will wait for them.
She brings forward a helmet that is very much like, this is one of the guard helmets. But it's obviously been brought in for repair because it's got like a crack down one of the sides, like it's structurally unsound. Mm-hmm. The best I can do is give you this. I won't ask for full price because obviously broken, but 5 silver.
I will hand them 2 gold. I appreciate this.
I appreciate you. As she like bites down on the coin to check that it's real.
Like I said, I would pay double for the normal price, so you said it was half price because it was cracked. 2 gold's fair price for me. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your festival.
And you enjoy the festival. And like she turns around in the back, and you can hear her calling, like, "Doggies, look, we got paying customers on the festival. I know we should have stayed open."
When I walk back, I'm gonna cast Mending to repair that crack.
Yes, because that is fully something that Mending can do. But yeah, you come back to the tavern with like this thing. I will answer that question, Ray, because it's an incredibly good question. No, because you never actually used that disguise kit on Irina. So Irina has no idea that Aurora has a disguise kit. But that's something that Aurora can talk about when she gets back.
I think they did because of transporting her from the small town to this town. We like contoured her face to make her look different.
Yeah, but there's a difference between like, oh yeah, we're gonna put a bit of makeup on you to make you look different, and then making an entire disguise for her.
Okay.
In fairness, that was a while ago. Maybe you did. But from what I can remember, you were there like, oh yeah, we'll do some makeup on her to make her look different, but you didn't actually do a whole disguise for her.
Well, once I get back to the tavern, I'm going to make sure the helmet fits. If I need to adjust straps, I'll adjust the straps, make sure it's not going to just easily come off.
While you were gone, Jack, Irina has actually curled all of her hair into like a multi-braided bun. So all the braids that she'd made to keep her hair in one place are now strapped up onto the top of her head. So when you put the helmet on, there isn't actually any hair showing.
Not the best thing I would ask for, but I mean, hey, it's definitely going to help conceal who you are. So that's more than I could ask for.
It's a little bit of protection, and she flicks the metal helmet.
Yeah, I just still don't recommend getting hit in the head. It might help protect from punctures and things of that nature, but that 4 is still... Well, it's more like a bell.
We take what we can get, eh? And she gives you like a glowing smile.
That's fair. I just hope our friends get back before the festival.
But as I said, Azazel will get back first, just because of the nature of distance. But then the girls arrive not that long after. So to fill in the blanks, Queenie and Aurora, you have gone the entire length of the town, going up, down, alleyways, like crisscrossing, like going through every single residential street, going past the tavern, going further, like towards the church, going from the full eastern wall to the western wall. You do notice that after he was told about Lady Watcher being a part of this potential coup, that he doesn't go as far north as Watcher House. It seems that in his head, he's going to just remove the possibility entirety of walking past Watcher House with the procession. But he moves back to the Burgomaster's house, saying, the procession will start here, loop to the west, come back central, loop to the east, and then back to the town center. You are more than welcome to try to join the procession if you want. But in all honesty, it would probably be easier for you to wait in the town center for us to arrive. There's going to be a lot of people in the streets. It's going to be a bit crowded for you to follow along, unless you think that you can skirt your way through.
Could you say that last bit again, because you broke up a little?
Where did you hear me to?
Unless you think.
That you can follow along in the crowds.
Yeah. I look to Aurora. Do you think we can follow?
Possibly, but it would increase the chance of more people possibly getting hurt if we'd have to fight. My combat is meant more for closed spaces, or not meant for too many people to be around me, unless I'm supposed to be fighting them.
Not really what I meant, but okay, good to know.
It mostly it might put other people in danger if we need to fight.
This whole thing is gonna put people in danger.
I know.
Well, we'll confer with our friends and we'll make a decision.
How long before the procession starts?
As far as I'm aware, now that I have done the rounds, the procession itself will start soon. You maybe have an hour.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go talk to our friends.
That sounds like a good plan.
While we were on his rounds with him, it wasn't just us randomly pointing at things. Like, Queenie was watching and looking and seeing if there were places that seemed like better for an ambush.
Mm-hmm.
Just basically scoping.
Yeah, do an investigation check for me.
Yeah, can I roll one too? Because Aurora would have been doing the same, trying to also, like, pick out, like, okay, well, we can go here, turn here.
Mm-hmm.
So close to 17!
Okay. I'm trying to think what you would see with that. A lot more of the residential areas are built up. Like, you will be able to see there's the potential for an ambush if they walk too close to an alleyway down most of the places here. But you get the impression the way that this is going to go is that they're going to be walking down these alleyways. Take that back. They're not going to be walking down these alleyways. It's going to be them trying to, at the very least, walk down the main streets. And if it's going to be a procession as big as Strahd has been making it out to be, then someone would have to dive through a crowd just to get to them. So you're getting the impression that the reason that Lady Watch was there, like, oh yes, we're going to be waiting for midday is going to be after when the procession is going to be. They'll be in the town square. It'll be a little bit more open, especially when you walk past it. The town square had multiple little alleyways going off of it onto it. You could potentially get... what's the way of wording it? Like, there could be definitely ways of ambushing someone just by diving into an alleyway.
Okay. In that case, then, considering all of that, but knowing now that it's going to be chaos to try and take him out during the parade, Queenie instead is going to look to Aurora. You know what? Actually, you go talk to the group. I'm going to stay with Strasny. If they're... So I'm not talking as if you're not here. If they're going to take you out, they're going to take you out somewhere quiet and less busy. Which is probably when you have moments alone. Like, your round is done now. You're not in the open anymore, where people or anybody could see or hear this happen. How annoyed would you be if I requested to basically be your shadow? And stay with you all day?
I am going to be heading back to the Burgomaster's mansion now. So if you wish to shadow me, you can. I'm not going to be doing anything impressive, though.
Doesn't need to be impressive. I just need to make sure you don't get taken unawares.
He nods to that and just lets out a small little duh. Come with me then.
Aurora, you're gonna be okay to talk to them?
Should be.
Okay.
And, well, I'll see you soon. You be careful as well, right?
Always am.
She'll head back to the inn then.
Okay. So,
And I'm gonna watch Strahd like a hawk.
completely fair. I'd say the rest of the group then, you would notice that Aurora arrives back to the inn alone.
Did Queenie not go with you?
She thought it would be best to stay with Strasny for now. The patrol went well, though. It was very long, though. I think we've now seen every single nook and cranny of the town, more or less. The procession will be starting in about half an hour if we want to attend and try to see if they'll be bold enough to try anything on him then.
Interesting. Alright. Well, wherever you guys want me, I will be.
And if I told you I wanted you out of the town?
I might make a little bit of a fuss. I would rather be at least contactable, if you needed anything. I'm a bit nervous to, leave anyone by themselves, really.
Why, are you afraid of being by yourself?
Not particularly, but I'm afraid somebody might get snatched. Maybe not by a vampire in the daylight, but something
Well, if you
bad
think
could
someone
happen.
gets snatched, it's not like we're going against the most powerful being in the area that offers to be our team, and we help us out with whatever we need. Why would you be concerned?
He kind of just, like, blinks at you a couple times, and just kind of, like, lays a friendly hand kind of on your shoulder. I understand we have some differences in opinion. I didn't mean to offend you or anything. And I'm sorry we don't quite see eye to eye, but I'd rather have Irina have a safe spot to go to in case the other one turns out to not be as great. As long as she's safe, that's all I really care about.
You think I didn't?
He kind of, like, tilts his head at you a little bit. Would... I'm a bit confused.
I don't know why you're confused. I was just bitching that we aren't doing what I wanted to do, and you took it as I'm mad at you.
Oh. You see his ears kind of, like, drop a little bit.
Boy, I want to have to teach you sarcasm and other things, because you are much too innocent for this world.
I don't know if innocent is the correct word.
Definitely.
I just have a little bit of trouble reading the room, I think is how Queenie put it.
Well, that's insulting of her. I think you read the room exactly as how it should have been read.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was not sarcasm.
He gives you a shy, nervous smile.
So, you ready to go fuck up everything we hold dear?
I'm guessing that one was sarcasm.
Yes, that one was. See, look how I don't know what she's talking about, how you don't know how to read the room. That was perfect.
Context clues from what we just talked about.
Well, I think you are just smashing it.
He gives you a small smile.
Fuck whatever Queenie says.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
Winnie is
Hold on, wait, read, you're good at this.
Oh, is that also sarcasm?
Yeah, see, look how good you're doing!
You see him kind of like blush a bit at the praise as he kind of like puts his hand up like to cover part of his face. I wasn't very good at the second one, but thank you.
Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Total confidence. Why are you wearing a helmet?
Irina, someone noticing, the helmet that she's wearing is figured it was an easier way of, potentially...
This was your idea, wasn't it?
hiding...
I just look at him. Why did you listen to him and wearing a helmet?
It hides my face.
Yes. Yeah, alright, you know what? Fine, fair enough. Are we ready to get the shindig on the road? I feel like we're just dilly-dallying. Apparently there's only one of us watching the person because, that's a good idea.
I'm ready.
This is, he's alone. Perfect setup. Huh?
Let's get our move on.
Alright, fine. Good idea. It's great. It's grand. Love it. Stop staring at me. Let's move. Holy shit.
But you have such a beautiful face.
I know. Stop wearing it out.
I didn't know.
It's a royal seat. How are you? Fuck, I'm gonna go away now.
As we head out, Aurora will kind of keep pace with Sonder for a minute. And don't worry, Azazel has his own brand of sarcasm. It takes perhaps a few minutes longer to adjust to it.
He will nod and smile at you a little bit nervously. I've never been great at socializing with other people. It's a bit hard to read people when their ears don't move.
I'm sure that it is. I wouldn't really know. I have little experience with sarcasm as well, with Azazel being one of the person I've spent the most time with, who is sarcastic most of the time.
I assume it gets easier to infer the more time that you spend with him. That's usually how it works. I'm just not very good at talking with people.
Saya's gonna come up beside them and just kind of be like, I do apologize about him. He's kind of a jerk. Sarcasm or no sarcasm, he's a jerk.
I don't quite know him well enough to make that statement, but I will take what you say and apply it to my own judgment. Soon enough, hopefully.
That was not necessarily the direction I was attempting to go with my comment.
You can try to please everybody, but then you're not really looking out for yourself anymore. So, kind of just shrugs. Everybody has their opinion.
Understands. Of those we lost, I was one of the only ones who did not mind his company.
That still must be very difficult to parse. And I'm sorry that you really haven't had a lot of time to come to terms with things.
Try in the time that I get. Namely, every night and every evening.
He nods, and gives you a very, very, like, sad smile. Grief doesn't really ever fade. It might get easier to deal with over time, but you still feel that loss deep in your chest, and sometimes it's easier to deal with, and sometimes it's overwhelming. But just know, no matter what, that you're not alone, and do it at your own time.
Saya kind of looks at them and, like, she kind of gives Aurora a look. Like, a look that kind of is like, she's not angry at her, but she's annoyed by her. She goes, I miss him too, but just remember, you weren't the one that woke up when they were all dead around you. Keep that in mind. She just kind of walks away, because Saya's still dealing with the survivor's guilt, big time.
She flinches at the words, but doesn't respond as Saya walks away. There's a lot to worry about right now, right? She just takes a deep breath and she just smiles. I guess digressing the conversation back a little bit, I'm used to more smiling, and I miss it. And Zazel smiles a lot, and he has a very nice smile. It helps me figure out a little bit when he's being sarcastic and when he's not.
I see. I assume it's very comforting as well to be reminded that there's still good in the world.
It is. That's something I'm supposed to thread between my oaths and goddess and beliefs. Spreading goodness and light. It's not so easy here. So, meeting someone who smiles, it's nice.
I completely understand. I feel like I would be in a very similar position if I were you. Seeking the comfort of something familiar and something that brings you light and happiness in such a bleak situation.
Exactly.
I don't blame you at all.
Exactly. Um, um, let's I guess for now let's get through today. Maybe once everything's over there might be a chance to have some genuine revelry here in town.
We'll figure things out. As a team. Even if we don't quite see eye to eye with everything, that doesn't make anybody worth less. He kind of like gives you a gentle side hug and kind of like tucks you under his chin a little bit and gives you a tight squeeze.
She returns the hug. She's still like, she still has a smile from on her lips from after Saya said what she said, and she's outwardly like looks like she's happy.
Yeah. He gives her a very tight hug, and releases her with a understanding smile of his own. I know we're not, super close. We just met, but if you ever need anything, anyone to talk to, or just to chat about with flowers, I'm always here.
Thank you. I'll be sure to do that. I'm not sure Azazel would care to listen too much about flowers.
He gives her a soft smile and nods.
And she's saying like everything about Azazel like very good-naturedly. Yeah, she starts just goes back to just being silent, paying attention to like what's around them and everything.
Sonder would give her a smile and a nod and keep walking and kind of look around, see if people are starting to like converge on the town square, or if people are still like getting ready all that jazz.
The streets are actually slowly coming to life as you begin to head to the Burgomaster's mansion. There's definitely this feeling in the air of activity. But I would like everyone to roll an insight check for me, please.
You want everyone to roll an insight.
Well, everyone other than Queenie. So we've got 15, a 4, a 10, a 14. Okay. I'll say for the general level of the group.
Did you get Asher's message that you have to roll for him?
No, I didn't, but thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome.
So insight. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll say that Sonda, Saya, and Aurora. The general vibe around town is incredibly sluggish. People are moving and they are getting ready, but it's with no excitement, it's not with any kind of haste, it's just happening. They don't seem to really care.
It's just another day for them.
Is it almost like a chore to them?
Yeah, that's probably a good way of putting it. This is definitely a bit of a chore. They don't really want to be doing it, but they have to, so getting ready.
Interesting.
While looking around, say, looking at everybody and kind of realizing that she's just kind of like, they look so unfazed by it. It's all uniform.
Well, considering, what we know, that, the Burgomaster's been doing this for quite a while, I would assume a lot of townspeople are a little, for a lack of a better term, sick and tired of all of the festivals.
But you make your way over. The Burgomaster's mansion itself is a hub of activity. There's definitely things going on where you'd see... what's the best way of describing it? There's children up at the front wearing these very obviously hand-sewn costumes. And all of them look a little bit rushed, all of them look a little bit tatty, but they've been made out of like very bright yellows and very bright like oranges and greens, like trying to emulate that idea of the sun. And then behind them you have people carrying banners and placards trying to at the very least, bring forward some fun and some life and some laughter. There's 2 horses that have been pulled from somewhere. And those 2 horses have the Burgomaster and the Baroness on the back. They're going to be joining the procession. I would say, just to jump back in time a little bit, Queenie.
Yes.
You were there when they returned from their routes. You immediately came in with the Burgomaster, and while the Burgomaster was happy for you to join the parade, more than happy to, you could see Strahd pull him to one side, and you're assuming that Strahd is passing on the information. That
I want to make sure that I'm there to make sure that is what's being passed on.
No, fair enough. So you push yourself forward in the sense of like, no, I want to be here and I want to be a part of whatever is happening. And at first, the Burgomaster tries to be there, like, excuse me, private conversation. But Strahd doesn't shush him, but does say, like, oh no, she is the reason that I'm trying to talk to you. And he does relay pretty much exactly what you told him, other than it's a little bit more of a dumbed down version. That there is a coup being planned. The only known member at the moment is Lady Watcher. They've changed the route so that you're no longer going into the northern part of the city and you're no longer going past Watcher House. There have been reports that she's going to try and attack during the ceremony. And there is a group that have taken it basically upon themselves to look out for him in the shadows, and that you, Queenie, and he points to you as an example, you are one of those people. And the Burgomaster doesn't seem to give it too much seriousness. There's very much that thing of like, oh, and why is this something, why are you doing this today of all days? Like, this isn't something that needs to be discussed now. We are going to be going towards this festival.
We're going to be going to what?
Towards this festival.
We're going to be going towards this festival.
Yeah, as in, like, the procession is about to start. Why are you talking about political matters right now? I want to focus on the festival.
Sir? You focusing on festivals is the reason this coup is happening. Allow me 2 minutes of your time somewhere private.
He turns to look to you, Queenie, and you know your speaking sense. You know that he needs to hear what you have to say. But the look he gives you, as you essentially look at him and say, you're to blame, is pretty poisonous. Like, there's an immediate flaring of the nostrils, there's an immediate, like, widening of the eyes and a puffing of the chest. Whereas Strahd was irritated before you even started talking to him. Just that one sentence has flipped the Burgomaster from jovial, preparing for this festival, to stone-faced, furious eyes. He's looking at you, almost shaking. You need to pick your words carefully.
Sir, I am not against you. I am just reiterating the reasons that the Lady Watcher and these other families are staging this coup. This needs to be taken seriously.
So you have talked to the Watchers.
We've been able to keep...
Been in their inner circle,
Yes.
huh?
I have spoken to the lady because she invited us to dinner.
Having dinner with my conspirators.
One of them. We don't know who the others are. Sir, you can twist your words or you like. Would you like me to help you out here? Because going round and round in circles is not going to do anything. They told us, your man Strasny here, could shoot fireballs out of his arm. They told us they wanted him dead before midday so they can stage the coup against you. I've kept him alive. My group are willing to risk our lives to protect yours. Can you honestly say that you would do the same for these people?
Nostrils flare as he just looks to you. You question my integrity? You question what I would be willing to do for this town?
Out of character. Freaking fragile egos. Ugh. In character. Deep breath. Sir, I am not questioning you. I am not invalidating your integrity. I just want you to take this seriously.
You see him look to...
Because if this isn't taken seriously...
You see him look to Strasny just to be like, you know, should I be taking her seriously? And Strasny a little sheepishly goes, while I haven't seen anything to cooperate, and he looks to you being like, well, I haven't. I also believe that they are telling the truth. I believe that this is something that shouldn't be taken lightly. It's something that you should be paying attention to. And I'm aware that it is a festival day. And I'm aware that that is your priority. But maybe it is something that you should be looking into. Maybe it's something that I need to be nearby for. It's a different kind of tone. Whereas Queenie, you're trying to be factual, to the point. You can see the slowness of how Strasny says things, that it's simple, but it's effective. It's getting through. It's at the very least trying to get the Burgomaster to see from your perspective. I am not postponing this festival.
I'm not asking you to.
And what are you suggesting? people I don't know hiding in street corners just in case there's a coup.
Would you always be hiding there and there not be a coup? Or would you rather us be there in case there is one? As I stated to Strahd, one of the things that works in your benefit about us and having us help you is that the Lady Watcher doesn't know what my team and I can do. She doesn't know our strengths. She doesn't know our weaknesses. We are an asset to you. All I am asking is that you just hear us out.
Kind of sucks on his teeth. You can see him bring in his lower lip. The parade starts in 20 minutes. If your friends are here by then feel free to join the procession or stay in the shadows as you wish. And you can see him look over his shoulder at his wife, the Baroness. She gives him her eyes are concerned, but her mouth is drawn up into almost this rigor mortis grin. And he gives her a smile and a nod, trying to wordlessly say that everything's going to be okay. I need to finish final preparations. I will wait to see you and your people. And with that, the burgomaster leaves.
I just look at Strahd. Could have given me a warning that he's more of a flower it up kind of person.
He looks at you as if what you've just said is the dumbest thing he's ever heard. And he's like, he makes me torture people because they go against his festivals. What about that doesn't say ego?
Yeah, just looks at him like there's like a bit of disgust in her eye, not at him having to do it, but just at the fact that the burgomaster would do that. So he's really, really in denial about people trying to take his power.
And with a little bit of a sick smile, Strahd looks down at you and goes, all will be well.
Can I insert out of what he means by that?
Sure.
19.
On every poster that you've seen for the festival and for the last festival before that, the motto of all will be well in capital letters. It seems to be the town's slogan.
Okay.
It seems to be the burgomaster's slogan. It's something that is being very heavily pushed. So for Strahd to repeat it, he's just repeating the mantra of the town.
He's trying to convince himself or the people.
There's a bit of a shrug. non-committal. Why not both?
What's the phrase about there being something about living in denial? There's like a phrase, isn't there, about like living in denial is all like well and good, but there's like a phrase. What's the phrase?
God knows, you've lost me.
I swear it was a. If it's not a phrase, then it must just be a my household thing.
Fair enough.
Okay, the only thing I can find is living in denial means that you're never a failure. But I don't think that's exactly what Queenie wanted to say. Well, it's closer. Yeah, ignorance is bliss. It's getting along the right lines, but it's still not right. So, never mind. Okay. Well, my friends should be here soon. Hopefully, they're able to talk more sense to him.
And we'll say that is about the time that people are joining. So, you're all arriving at the Burgomaster's mansion. He's here, on his horse, looking resplendent. His bride next to him, looking beautiful in long flowing red robes, catching the light of the sun. Although actually, ironically, the sun right now is hidden behind a large set of clouds. Thick and black, it looks like it's going to rain.
That's not good.
Is everyone at the mansion or just Queenie?
Everyone now.
I immediately go over and tell them about the conversation that's just happened, and that the Burgomaster pretty much just has like a really fragile ego. So I just look to Jack. So I think you're probably gonna need to be the one to do the talking. Because my Christ, if his nostrils could flare any more, I'd be sucked up in there.
Didn't Jack and Azazel already talk to him?
Not about what he's doing. It was more for we were more in incognito at that point in time, trying to get our asses out of that house.
Yes, but my point is he will recognize both of you. Since you've already spoken to him, will he take your word a lot better?
If we could be convincing enough, maybe. Odds are probably not.
Right. Fantastic.
I vote is probably Aurora talking to him, but not now. Right now, he believes everything's fine, everything's good.
Well, he said he'd talk to us if everybody was here.
Well, we don't bring up anything then. Might as whatever he already knows. We don't talk about changing his ways or anything like that. So as far as he's aware, if he's an arrogant asshole.
Oh, he's really protective of his festivals.
As far as he knows, if no one makes an attempt, then everything's fine. It's not going to be until after someone tries to kill him or to dethrone him that he might realize that there might be an actual issue.
Well, and Strasny's not with us, is he? Strasny's like in the room, but making rounds and stuff, right?
Yeah, he's basically left you to it.
Or is Strasny with us?
No, he's left you to it.
Okay. Okay. Well, Strasny's literally just told me that the Burgermaster makes him torture people who speak out against them, so really debating our decision.
Which part of that decision were we debating?
Oh, that's not a we. Like, she like mentions it. She like gestures with finger of like everybody.
Say that again? You broke up for me. I'm sorry.
I think what probably is like the thing here is just like I think you cut out slightly so you didn't hear everything. Because Queenie was just saying that Strasny told her that the Burgomaster makes him torture people who speak out against the festivals, and Queenie's reaction to that was kind of debating our decision here.
So we have his trust. We could, just saying.
We're not doing that.
We could, but that
It's
wasn't
a
the
democracy.
decision we make.
We can all agree. We can all vote. What's everyone's
We already voted. I'm not
vote?
doing that again.
Fine. So what do we do? We got here. We are now.
Well, they've said that we can join the parade. The only issue is that it will be very crowded. Or we can lie in wait in the shadows. And we can be ready if something does happen.
Say we enjoy the festival and wait for something to happen. Putting one rule out there, no drinking.
Oh, please enjoy the
You
festival.
could enjoy it without some booze in your system.
I don't think so.
You never had fun sober?
Nope.
It's a little pathetic.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You have such an act of insulting people. Like, it's amazing. Like, it probably just comes naturally even when you don't want it to happen.
I think he's
Some
using
people just bring out the worst in me.
Is this using sarcasm again, or
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
So, standing out here like a couple of fools, I love this plan. This is great. We're not going to fuck this whole thing up and ruin our lives.
You're right, we're not. Spread out. Stay in the town square. Keep a clock on the Burgomaster as well as Strasny. Sound like a plan?
I'm pretty sure I'm shadowing Strasny all day today. I'm in the armor. Makes sense that maybe I'm just a new recruit.
If anyone sees a conflict break out, yell out Capricorn, alright?
Capricorn.
You're going code Capricorn?
No one else is gonna yell that out.
Capricorn! Capricorn! Get your Capricorn! Get your...
Well, technically, you're part of this, so where's the
Right
conflict?
here between me and you, sir.
Fair enough.
I think it's between his brain and his mouth.
I thought you were saying between my brain and my dick, but you know, look at you.
I believe I rest my case.
Well, I feel like Azazel and Queen, you should be partners on this one.
Nope.
I
Go have a
agree
wonderful
fully.
time.
Come on, Queenie, let's go.
No.
I grab your arm and I'm gonna try to just see if I can leash you out.
If you try to grab my arm, she will twist it so she grapples you.
Let's do it. Fucking, I'm logging in now. Fucking bring it. Can I DM? I'm not trying to grapple her. I'm trying to almost like, you know how when you try to take someone's arm to try to like almost like put them into a, like almost like a dip. I can't, like I'm trying to use my dexterity at this.
Okay.
I'm using brute strength. I am putting your arm behind your back to what's the word?
Yeah. So
What to tap that ass?
so in that case
that's not
then
a word, and you know it isn't.
so in that case then that would be Queenie doing athletics and you doing acrobatics to spin the round.
Okay.
Pete's sake.
Okay. Yeah, you
22.
try to spin them, Azazel, but it doesn't work. She plants her feet, gets her knee behind yours, pins your arm behind the back, and you are in position.
Oh yes, mommy, harder.
I pull your arm so it does actually hurt, and
Yes.
I-
Continue.
my hand, I grab your neck, and I pull your neck to the side so that your ear is so close to my mouth. Don't ever try to fucking touch me again.
I can't wait to whisper in my ear. Do
I-
you have free real estate?
I push him to the floor.
Oh, you wound me.
You're gonna act like a dog, I'll treat you like a dog.
Woof.
Ouch.
I look at Jack, and it's the look of don't fucking test me right now.
That was more for myself out of character. But, yeah, seeing this. Alright. Not you guys together. Sonda? Or, Aurora? You guys want to be with Azazel? Both of you?
I don't mind at all.
I don't either.
Fair enough.
Just, please be careful.
And, where would you like me? As, Irina has been there the entire time, just kind of watching you guys basically just arm wrestle.
You can stick with me if you want. Oh wait, I have everyone. Shit, everyone wants to be with me except for one. Oh, I know they're in. All right. No, I say.
Irina can come with me, Queenie, and Jack.
I'm thinking it's better that we actually divide and conquer and work to our strengths. I'm better in a melee hand-to-hand fight, and I'm pretty sure Aurora is too. Some people are better at sticking to the shadows.
Alright. So if we're going that route, I'd say Aurora, you're going with Queenie. Say Sonda. Both of you guys, either of you could go with Azazel.
Personally, I like to be a little bit up close and bite things.
But you could also move around well. Not being...
So maybe he's just in the crowd, he's not actually up front. If we have up front in the crowd and in the shadows.
I was
That would
gonna
work.
say, if we're trying to be like strategic about this, no one should be with me.
Fair enough.
I should be on my own.
Yes, because you're very sneaky, and you can go places, and it's better if people don't go with you so that they don't see you.
Sayer is
Exactly.
also
See?
sneaky. So you both could stay together.
But why
Whether
be
you
You
go
don't want me by
separately.
myself, do you?
Why
I'm
be
just thinking what's
sneaky
best for the team.
together when you can be sneaky apart and cover more
Because-
ground that way?
I agree.
Because
I
it means
agree.
that you've got backup.
Well, then we didn't do a really good job doing the sneak.
Sayer can literally walk through walls. I doubt you can be as sneaky as she can.
No, you're right. I can't.
Aurora and Queenie, you're together. Azazel, if you're fine being alone, go alone.
Not defeated,
Sonder?
Zane. Let's just leave.
You're gonna be with Irina and King.
I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit. Was
You're gonna
that
be
to
with-
me?
Yeah, Sonder,
Okay.
you're gonna be with Irina and King.
He
That
just
way you.
gives Irina like a big smile and like calling back to the first time that Azazel and him met, he kind of holds out his fist for a fist bump from Irina.
There's definitely a moment of like non-recognition. Like she doesn't know what this means, so she tentatively reaches out and like palms your fist and just does a bit of an up-down shake.
Azazel actually taught me how to do this. So you make another fist, and you tap your knuckles together with the other person. It's apparently a sign of good luck.
Lets go of the balled up fist and then very tentatively just like taps the knuckles.
He gives her a big smile.
Okay.
Saya, do you want to be alone, or do you want me to go with you? I'm not sneaky. If you're gonna be sneaky.
We can go together. If I need to with you, I can. But for now, we'll stay together.
Set then. Yeah, we'll keep your eyes peeled. I want to see everyone back at the tavern at the end of the day, alright?
Stay alive, everyone.
Good luck, everybody, and watch out for each other. Sonder will go and give everybody a big hug before they disperse.
Okay then. Got people splitting up in different directions. We have people getting into position. And it's just as the trumpets begin to sound and the procession begins to move. And that is where we are going to end it for today's session. The celebration is starting. The festival is about to begin. And who knows what will happen in this clusterfuck of a
Nothing
town.
good.
Yeah.
Nothing good.
I would say during that conversation that Azazel, Queenie, and Sonder, you had high enough passive perception to know that Strahd has clocked the new addition to the group that he didn't know about. So while he doesn't know who they are, he is aware of Irina.
Oh, great.
Ah, damn it, I thought we were alone.
Oh, yeah, you were alone. In front of the Burgomaster's mansion where they're preparing the procession. You didn't go
Okay,
off
you know
anywhere
what? That
to
is
talk.
very fair.
And also, this is somebody he has been fantasizing about for God knows how long. He's gonna clock her.
Well, it was more the thing of Irina tried to stealth to stay hidden, absolutely failed, and it was under his passive perception. So he's aware of her.
Oh, fuck.
In fairness, she rolled just very low. Her stealth isn't that bad. But I think she, in total, got a 3.
Who's with her?
King and
Is it-
Sonder.
Okay.
So it's more the
I'll
thing
bite
of
him
he's
if
very
he tries
aware.
anything.
Well, think of it this way. He's very aware of everyone that's in the group, but he's also aware that one person in particular wasn't comfortable with just standing in the open, for whatever reason. Make of that what you like.
Her codename is Barbara now.
I thought her name was. Oh no, wait, that was the old group. It was Marina, wasn't it, in the old group?
Yeah, but we don't know that, so her codename now is Barbara.
But thank you everyone so much for watching. You'll be joining us either next week here at Friday or Tuesday with the VODs on YouTube. But all I've left to say is thank you to my beautiful players and a good night.
Good night.